Lying Truth 2021. I'm back. I got a big message for you guys today, just about how to approach this year. 2020 was a crazy year, and I think everyone can say they're happy that it's behind us. It's gone, and I guess the main question is, where are we going from here? All right, where are we going to go in 2021? And what I want to talk to you guys today about is, what do we got to do to be successful? All right, what do we got to do to be successful? Now, I listen to a lot of motivational stuff, and the one thing that's gotten through me or to me is that every motivational person you listen out there, they're all about you got to be in sales and online sales, and you're an entrepreneur, and yada yada yada. I get it. That's awesome. I am not an entrepreneur. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. I am living the life that I want to lead. Right? I want to be a special education teacher. I'm working with in a great school district with great people and great kids. And I love my job. I can honestly say that I love my job. I'm a football coach. I love doing that. I'm a semi-professional poker player. I love doing that. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I love doing that. That's who I am. And when I listen to a lot of these motivational podcasts or success podcasts, it's all about, man, motivation and what are we going to sell? Online sales and this and that. And I'm just here to give a little different message. And my message on that is real simple. All right. Whatever you decide to do, maybe you do want to go sell a bunch of things. You want to, I've been investing in stocks lately, doing well. Maybe that's what you want to do. But for me, for my life, it wasn't always about money. All right. I knew that I wanted to live a life where I was helping kids. I knew that. And that's the life I've chosen. That's the life I'm living. And so for me, when I'm always looking for things that, how can I maximize my life and my happiness and happiness of those around me? And I was watching a football video today. I'm back in a mindset of getting prepared for football season. And I thought, I sometimes forget who I am because I'm always looking for someone else's message. And I forget my own message of how I got to a point in my life where I'm at. How did I get my college degree? How did I get the coaching positions that I have obtained? How did I get success in my life? How did I get success in fitness? Right? How did I become a good poker player? And none of those things am I like, not a fitness model. I'm not like rich off of playing poker. I'm not, nothing is like extraordinary, I guess in some sense. But everything's, when I look back, I'm like, damn, dude, this life's pretty good. And I expect it to continue to go that way. And so the question is, what were the things that I did? What mindset did I have that made me believe that I was going to get a degree, that I was going to become a teacher, that I was going to be a successful coach, that I could play poker, that I could become a winning poker player, that I could make it to the gym, that I could play football, all the things that I like doing. What made me believe it? And how can I help other people? How can I help my kids get the right mindset of, this is how it gets done? And as I'm watching this football thing, it's like, you know what? Rely on your own belief systems. Everyone you listen to, they have their own belief systems of what it is. And I've often been reluctant to share my beliefs because, in the success world, it's all about, making millions of dollars and selling all this stuff. And that's not who I am. But that doesn't mean that I can't help somebody be successful, that, maybe they're missing something mentally. So here are my pillars for success. Whatever you're doing, whatever you decide that you're going to do, there's a few things that it's going to take. And the first one is, and it's a thing I see a lot of people struggle with, is age. I see so many people struggle with this concept of that they haven't done it at the right time. In other words, everyone wants to graduate high school, they get their 4-year degree, they get married, they start having kids, and it's all on this nice, even timeline. And I've lived my life in an entirely different timeline, and I'm happy for that. I mean, the amount of people that have told me if I'm playing football or if I'm doing this, that you're too old, you can't do that. It's like, I don't want to buy into your story. I just don't. I really believe it's your mind that tells you a story and your body and life then believe it. If you tell yourself the story that you're too old, you are too old. Doesn't matter how old you are. When I was in college and I was older, I started 4 years later. Told myself a story I was old because I was, 22 to 25. And it's like, now that I'm 47, I look back, I'm like, bro, you were not old. You would have been older than some of these kids, but you were by no means old, but you felt old at that time because that's a story that you were telling yourself. As I approach 50, that same thing is starting to creep in again. Oh man, you haven't done this. You're too old. So step one, you got to eliminate that crap out of your head. I think if you get off of that timeline of where you're supposed to be, that'll really probably get you to that next step of what you're trying to do. Again, it doesn't matter what it is. So get the age mindset out. So once you get rid of the age thing, the next thing is you got to start having this belief that the thing that you want is going to happen. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. Right? So you decide that you're going to take this goal, and you just got to realize that I'm going to grind, and I'm going to grind until I get there. And it's not going to be overnight. Success is not an overnight thing. It took me 7 years to get a 4-year degree, 7.5, almost 8 years. Right. But at the time, because, I was paying for my own education, I was a dad, and I had to work and pay and do all these things, lived on my own. I still made it, because I knew that things had to get done. And sometimes you might have to take a break. So don't have this set timeline of, if I can't get it done by this day, can't do it. It's too late. I'll wait till get it. Realize you're going to get it done eventually. It'll get there. Okay. The next part, hard work. It is going to take hard work. It is going to take persistent hard work. It's not going to just happen, in a day. You got to know, hey, I need to get this done, and it's going to take hard work for me to get there. You're going to have to grind. Everyone talks about grinding. I love that saying. Everyone wants to be a lion until it's time to do what lions do. And that's, you got to get out there and hunt. You got to get out there and put that work in. With, again, knowing that by putting in this work, I'm going to get where I need to be. All right. So we've got the mindset. We've got hard work. The third thing, realize there's going to be sacrifices along the way. You're going to have to sacrifice some things for success. And I think most people, I think what happens with a lot of people is they give up on what they want to do, and they begin to blame it on the sacrifice. Here's an example. They want to get in shape, but they don't want to put the time in the gym. Right? They would love to be in shape, but they don't want to take that time. They don't want to sacrifice, the chocolate cakes and all that stuff. They just choose not to do it. It's not that they don't want to be healthy. It's that the sacrifice to get there isn't worth it. It's just not that important to them. Because in any kind of health journey, it takes time. It's not an overnight thing. It's not like, painting a bedroom, right? It's not like, okay, I put this work in for this day and it's done and it's a finished product. Most dreams, most goals don't look like that. It doesn't, it's not like you put your work in for a week and it's done. It's time, work, sacrifice. And then you start seeing the results. So we have the mindset. Okay. You're never too old. You're never too young. Hard work, some discipline along the way, knowing that you're going to sacrifice, and also knowing that in the end, you're going to be successful. All right. Now, there's one part that I think people miss out too is, you could know you're going to be successful, but guess what? That doesn't guarantee success. Right. And I think there's a lot of people that are more afraid of failing than they are of not making it. It's easier to just not do it than it is to go out there and actually put yourself on a line and fail. People don't like failure. Failure is painful. I think of coaching football, of all of the games I've ever coached, the most painful one was losing in a state championship. That was the most painful game there was to lose. And that's what chasing a dream feels like, right? And to avoid that pain, a lot of people, they won't chase what they want to do. And I'm here to say, you know what? You need to stop with the story that all the stories you're saying of why it can't be done. This person, that person, I'm too old. It's too hard. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. Those are lies. They're all lies, right? Maybe you don't have the guts. I don't mean that I'm not saying that to say harsh. I'm saying that because I think if more people accepted the reality of situations, you'd go out there and do it. I've always felt like if I decided I was going to do something, it was going to get done. I was going to do something, and guess what? I've freaking failed a lot along the way. I think at one point I thought I was going to be, one of the best poker players in the world. It hasn't happened. And when I say it hasn't happened, I don't consider it like, when I look back, I don't consider like, oh, it wasn't bad luck or it's all me. I recognize that it's all me and my choices that I've made along the way of playing poker and studying or not studying the game or not being disciplined enough to put in the time and put in the effort to study. I've studied enough to become a winning player, but I haven't studied enough to become one of the best players in the world. And have there been things in there that have prevented that? Sure, of course there have. But I think the difference is that I would want to get across is what story are you telling yourself of why it hasn't happened? Right? If your why that it hasn't happened is all external for everything that's going on in your life, right? It's because of this reason here, it's because of this reason here, and it's because of this reason here. And none of your whys are internal inside yourself. You might want to analyze some of those whys. Okay? Because of course there's always going to be external situations that control things. But the majority of it has to be from within you and within your capability. If the majority of it is external, something's missing inside you. Okay? It's one of those things that I don't know if you've ever heard this saying. If everyone around you is an asshole, right? This person's that, and da-da-da. This person, that mother, boo, over there. And these can't do da-da-da-da. It's probably you. right? If everybody you work with is this story, you're probably the problem. It's probably not everybody else, I say that with dating, unfortunately. It's one of my weaknesses. It always has been, right? And people can attest. I used to say, oh, they're crazy. And guess what? They ain't all crazy. They weren't. This was me. There's the issues, are in here. And once you begin to accept those things, then you have a chance to fix it. As we get into 2021 here, lying truth is taking a turn. I'm getting away from politics. All right, if I could give you one step for 2021, step one, achieving your goals, get off the politics. Let it go. Let it go. Because all they want is your attention, your clicks. And when you stop giving it to them, you could start chasing after your dreams. So forget the politics, forget everybody else. Worry about your circle of influence. You want to talk politics? Talk it with your closest relatives. And that's about it. Doesn't matter. None of that external stuff matters. And some of you guys following politics thinks it really does. I don't know. But anyway, 2021. First Monday. Be successful. All right. Hard work, persistence, sacrifice, and belief. All of those things, whatever your goal is going to be, is what it takes. And if all of your problems are external, that's when you got to start really looking at yourself and deciding what are the things that I can control? All right. What are the things I can control? And focus on that. Really think about it. 2021, what are we going to get done this year? What's this year going to bring, baby? I don't know. I know for me, it's going to bring some great things. I'm excited for the year. Heck, I was happy for 2020 though. So what are you going to do? So lying truth, get out there, get after it. Start the year off right. I don't know what your goal is, but don't wait till tomorrow. Start today, right now. Whatever your goal was, get after it. Figure that shit out.